Between the EXP laners, RWM comes out. Uni steals the turtle away, and Amal rolls to his death. First blood given to the Red Rim. Leoni with two-man taunt. MLBB trying to finish Uni off, but here comes the crazy scrap. He flickers behind him, but he's on 1 HP. They're not going to be able to win him. Uni does eventually go down to Reza, but MLBB can be traded away. Daniel getting two-man fear. Reza jumps forward, but you do not want to be here. Momo with the final slash cements the death of the Phobius. Aggro. Reza jumps in, knocks Uni back. Final slash finds one, forces the internal wrap. Amal secures the turtle, but now an all-out brawl is happening. RWM into the AOG does a lot of damage, but it's not quite enough as Homeboys are taking the momentum into their own hands. It's a Nami with the double kill, even chasing down Bundles. Daniel gets the setup. Bundles, one more hit. It's a triple kill for the Prince of Mages.
That I'm gonna set up the kill for him, but hey, Sky Fiercer, man, glad he got it there. Glad he got a kill.
The footwork coming out from Daniel is so good, and now he's trying to run away. Now Monster Vicious will eventually get the kill with Momo, but during that second teamfight that we saw in that turtle, it
is a Nami, but look at here, the turtle has been started by Homeboy.
Reza's going in with Dark Wave, final slash finds Izanami. Momo's going for him, he's not able to chase him down. Amal secures the turtle, RWM traps him in. AOG can be used, but doesn't manage to land. Leoni goes down first. Uni running forwards with bulk of his heart. Momo jumping onto Izanami again, forcing him backwards. Amal taking so much abuse, and Momo's the one who finds the killing spree.
The experienced veteran that we are looking for, Momo, just finding the right jump, taking down the damage tier of the Homeboys. We talked about how important the Kimi was for the teamfights when it comes to securing those kills, and the damage coming out from Homeboys was not enough. Even after them getting the initiation out to MV, because of the Eve, because of this Arlet, and everything in between, MV have taken that third turtle.
And this is what...
Dan tak dilupakan juga, ya nampak macam banyak min skill, tapi kalau dah mata lampu ditutup memang tak akan nampak lah. Tapi di bahagian atas kali ni, Daniel
hilang. Round semakin agresif, semakin sakit daripada sudut pengeluaran damage yang ada. Jadi untuk pasukan Homeboy, sama ada mereka kena tukar arah untuk pastikan ada lagi menara berjaya untuk dikunci ataupun tidak. Emal cuba untuk memancing pasukan Monster Vicious. Izanami berikan bantuan. Momo cuba untuk bertahan, tapi Bondos ada dia punya real manipulation. Momo ditumbangkan begitu saja. MLBB cuba untuk dicari, tetapi Emal sempat untuk ditumbangkan terlebih dahulu. Satu berbalas satu. Reza cuba untuk ditangkap, tapi Reza dekat bagi harapan. Cuba untuk mencari Leoni. Leoni cuba untuk bertahan juga, tetapi tengok macam mana damage daripada Raf. Kan, tapi dalam masa yang sama pasukan Monster Vicious dekat bahagian belakang. Raf ditumbangkan terlebih dahulu. Mencuba untuk dapatkan pemain seterusnya. Izana di-shutdownkan oleh dua pemain gegar. Reza dah tak ada permainan. 2 berbalas 1. Mencari lagi pemain yang seterusnya, Bobo, yang cuba untuk didapatkan, tapi MLBB boleh sebenarnya ditumbangkan. Double kill dikunci. Emal juga dah tak ada dalam permainan. Kali ini untuk pasukan Monster Vicious cukup selesa dengan keadaan mereka. Tetapi untuk pasukan Homeboys, Daniel yang terus-menerus cuba untuk dapatkan menara demi menara, terpaksa biarkan saja rakan seperjuangan yang lain ditumbangkan begitu saja. Okay, Daniel memang fokus untuk lakukan split push juga di bahagian yang berbeza. Tapi dekat bahagian atas ini percubaan untuk dapatkan kill. Tumbang terus di tangan Raf. Izanami cuba untuk diasak. Nyawa yang direndahkan dengan begitu pantas. Uni masuk ke harapan Reza, cuba untuk dicari Freaker, dah tak ada pula. Daniel dah balik semula ke pekarangan base. MLBB ditumbangkan pula sebaliknya. Izanami juga gugur, double kill untuk Bondol. Cukup selesa untuk pasukan Monster Vicious mendapatkan mata kemenangan yang pertama.
Kemenangan yang kemas, kemenangan yang cantik untuk Monster Vicious memulakan hari ini dengan langkah kanan. Kita dapat melihat walaupun Homeboy cuba untuk permainan agresif daripada fasa awal game lagi sudah tadi.
Wow, 3-man against the Homeboys with a 3-man response as well from MV. Homeboys might have got it, that rock Orsa, but MV will collect the first blood. With all due fairness though, that is gonna benefit the jungler of Homeboys much better. Because even when they gave up the first blood, the fact of the matter remains, this Lancelot is gonna have a faster farm compared to the Frederick.
Oh yeah. Anyways, Turtle.
We're casters, you know. The only parties we attend are MLBB 5-mans. Turtle, now gonna be contested. Flicker, Landtaker onto Reza from Momo. 2-man taunt from Leoni into the RWM. Izanami goes down. Forest Bravo is too late. AOG comes in. It's cancelled out straight away, but damage is building up. Bundle's gonna be targeted down, and Eve will fall. Reza now in some trouble. Gets haunted away as well. MLBB doing good damage, but it's not quite enough. It was already over by the time they got that first catch.
I don't know about you, Wolf, but Eve's gotta go.
Distracted of that Lapu-Lapu that they dialed in, and because of that, they cannot catch a Phantom. Good opening, and Ruff taken out by MLBB in exchange.
You can send some
because of the openings. MV having this Fredrin, like gives the advantage.
They caught Bundles in the bush, and he's trying to get away. Ohmylyoni comes out, but he gets bursted down. Revitalize not going to be able to save him, but now they've set themselves up. Leoni will be next one to fall. MLQT going ham with killing spree, and they're now just chasing down Uni as well. Nice praises Wrath, but Reza gonna dive rough under the tower. Uni goes down. 4 members of Monster Vicious are taken out.
Wolf, you're the analyst, but allow me to say,
Craftway comes out behind the tier 2. MLQT is diving deep all by himself. The rest of the homeboys are gonna back him up. AOG comes in, Ruff goes down first, but Leoni also shuts down MLQT. RWM locks in Daniel. Reza now gonna be abandoned. He tried to go on the Eve this time, but he was left alone. Homeboy is gonna need to retreat.
I understand why they went for that play, but at the same time, it was definitely a risk that Homeboys didn't have to take. They already have the advantage. They did not achieve anything out of that. Maybe a kill onto the Granger, which, you know...
In the pit, Momo providing some vision. And see that there is a clear level difference. Amal already hitting level 15 against Uni's level 14. Leoni goes in for the taunt on Daniel. They instantly try to engage. RWM dropped as well. AOG cuts off Reza, but now Bundles has been abandoned. And Amal finds the mega kill, finds the double kill. Uni can't even finish the Abrasive Wrath. MLQT finishes off Momo, and the fight has officially broken wide open. Homeboys with a free lord. Then he goes in for the taunt on Daniel. They instantly try to engage. RWM dropped as well. AOG cuts off Reza, but now Bundles has been abandoned. And Amal finds the mega kill, finds the double kill. Uni can't even finish the Abrasive Wrath. MLQT finishes off Momo, and the fight has officially broken wide open. Homeboys with a free lord.
this time Homeboys getting onto the right target here, Wolf, immediately getting onto Bundles. Game changer.
Right. And MV decided to go for the Hylos first because they are afraid that the Hylos will pump the doors pathway onto the Eve. They tried to go for the play where they go first, but they were duly punished because of that.
Leoni's just exploding. He's 1v4. He's not going to be able to hold Ruff all by his lonesome. We know how this is going to end. The crystal is wide open, and Homeboys will take game number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, looks like we got a series on our hands. Homeboys immediately equalizing the match, going up against MV. This best of 5 just became a best of 3. Okay, this might be a game where we could see a chastised Pauldron here, folks. Whoa!
What?
Hey, whoa! Are you entertaining being a Malaysian now?
Excuse me? I love Malaysia.
You love Malaysia, right?
Ako orang Malay.
Hey, there you go. 100.
Man taunt into the arrow onto the Fredrin. Uni in trouble. First blood over to Daniel as Amal comes in.
Oh, that's gonna be where it's at.
Another taunt into arrow. Uni in trouble. Spear of Destruction even connects. I don't think he needs to take it though. Embraces Wrath. Uni offended. And here's the blessing of the Moon Goddess keeping them topped up. Izanami in trouble. Ruff gonna be able to finish him off. AOG cancelled multiple times. Daniel cannot escape.
Dangerous fellow. Like he's good, but he's really envy. He's more envy than Homeboys.
Ooh, in the mid lane, look at the Estes. Look at how much healing he's giving Bundles. But Bundles is running a bit too... Oh, never mind! He heals him back up right again! Ladies and gentlemen, Estes, everyone. Bundles does eventually go down. Izanami had to sacrifice his life to do it, though, because he's now surrounded. And somehow Leoni gets the kill.
Allow me, Wolf. You're the analyst, but Staffa, can you analyze that situation for us?
No.
you rather not?
I think Estes should be removed from the game.
Hey,
Oh my god.
now that's a hot take. Right?
Oh my god.
Now that's a hot take. And now looking at the turtle here, it looks like Ruff secured it. Daniel almost got it for his team. So that was huge. This behind.
That's right. Especially because of the opposition that they have, right?
Exactly.
MV, did you see that Leoni committed the flicker to save his teammate? And now Izanami with the jump coming up from Ruff.
Daniel's jumping in, Revitalize comes out. Guess what? You can't beat the healing from an Estes. Surrounded 1v5, and the rest of Homeboys have to just abandon him.
This Ruby is just acting like an Arlet.
Yeah.
Like
I guess there it is. Daniel able to AOG out of there, getting that. Oh my
God!
Bro!
Lee, let him go,
Bro!
Daniel getting bullied right. Stop their walls from coming crashing down, but the minion wave is coming in once again. MLQT just doesn't do enough damage yet, and Uni nearly gets taunt in. 5 members of Monster Vicious are just rushing their way in, and Daniel is gone. It's a killing spree for Bundles. Next up is going to be Reza. Gets taunted in. Landshaker misses. Monster Vicious will finally end their pursuit.
Look at that. them grouping up. The death ball is there out with the first.
Because the attack speed is not being reduced.
Amal walked into the wrong neighborhood. I think he's basically... the flicker from Momo. Not even necessary, but why not at that point?
That's why the Fredrin is an answer to the joy, as some teams would think of. There's really no chance for Homeboys to contest this, but we could take this game. It seems like it's through. Look at that!
They're just diving so way. Look at all the healing! Look at the healing! What? This hero is so dumb! Moonton, please do something about it. Meanwhile, the rest of the Homeboys are getting dismantled one by one. Mega kill for Bondals. Amal goes down. They finally get one kill, but what is it going to cost? It's going to cost your face! Monster Vicious are running down the crystal, and they will take the victory in game number 3.
So right now, MV, they're back on top with the win, with a debut of Estes. And let me just say, I feel like at least one of us in the desk has to go see a therapist after this. Not gonna be naming names, but
Not gonna be naming names, man.
What about that game, and did you see it?
Izanami is able to start flying away. Bondals with the flicker forward, though. First blood to the Eve. Does join his team on the turtle first. Uni's in the 5 rush, gets scouted out. A nice penalty zone connects. Amal, though, still secures the turtle. RWM comes out. The flicker lands trigger completely whiffed from Reza, and that means that he is going to be punished. It's a double kill for Uni. Daniel now going to be stuck, locked in by Leoni, but I don't think they're going for that kill.
Careful with all positions.
Flicker penalty zone onto Daniel only. Not really a target you're looking for. The flicker tectonic charge onto Uni allows Amal to secure the turtle. RWM also going to be cancelled in advance by Reza, jumping Bondals. Bondals able to walk away. Daniel now in some trouble, and Leoni finds the last hit, goes for the kick as well onto Amal, but he will eventually fall to Izanami.
Is much easier to execute. Yes, they have high mechanics. He just goes in.
Charge, they're looking for Ruff. They find him, lock him down, and the Ruby is gone. Penalty zone on 3. RWM cancelled by the Lapu once again, but Daniel will fall. The damage does build up, though. Homeboys with a victory there.
Okay, losing when it comes to the gold little by little.
The flicker, I'm offended. They caught MLQT, but Rock taking so much damage in return. He goes down first. RWM misses as well. Leoni comes in from back. Penalty zone on 3. Explodes the Granger, and Uni finds Izanami as well. Amal cuts the fight in half, but he's already lost so many teammates at this point. Daniel trying to slow down the rest of them, but they're catching back up. Way of the Dragon finds Reza. It's going to be a killing spree for Bondals. Monster Vicious emerges victorious. Tectonic charge misses completely, but Momo will still get caught out. RWM slows down the others. Amal forced to use the Electro Final Blow defensively. Uni still alive. Lord at 20% HP. Amal trying to go in. He's it away, but he loses his life in exchange. Way of the Dragon. Leoni comes in from the top lane, gets the kick on MLQT, but is able to dash away just in time. They actually found Ruff. Dragon Pulse dropped him down really low. It might actually be kind of hard for MD to contest now. Momo misses the penalty zone. Tectonic charge also whiffs, but Amal still gets the Lord. RWM comes out. Ruff and Momo are down. It's a double kill for MLQT. Leoni pushing up top, but Reza will be able to stop him. Homeboys comes out on top here. Uni looking for Amal, and he'll find him unstoppable on the Lancelot.
But the Lord,
by the damage that this Granger and Kimi is outputting.
as long as they compare the traction balls and the Death Sonata together, it's a lot of burst.
They're actually trying to collapse on this. Here comes Leoni. Wind of Nature comes out. He's getting the kick. He finds the way of the Dragon onto MLQT. Traction pulls out. The flicker! Shuts down from Leoni. MLQT is down. The Ordinary Marksman has been taken off the board. Penalty zone commits onto Dan. Forces out the Tectonic Charge. He also grabs the Immortality in time. Leoni's there to stop him. Boys will be able to retreat. They rough. Traction pulse comes out. Penalty zone connects with MLQT in the backline. They're trying to split the fight in half. Momo healing up a lot. MLQT goes down. Uni finds the monster kill. RWM locks him in. Momo will finally fall, but his job is done at this point. Uni jumping forward. Here comes Leoni from the flank. Look at the damage! Leoni with the killing spree. Wipes away the Dragon. It's a double kill for the wrong toe, and it picks up Amal and backfires the mega kill for Bondals. Izanami is the only one left standing. 3v1 base defense. Match point for Monster Vicious. A chance to end the day one curse is right in front of them. Izanami trying to hold on. Traction Pulse comes out, but the damage is too much. Purify used in advance, but Leoni is unstoppable. It's a team wipe, but there's no minions. They can't end the game yet. Yes, but just like you mentioned, Wolf, Homeboys have done a good job. Oh,
Okay.
Momo jumps in. Pelly Zone finds the 2 marksmen, forces out 2 Wind of Natures at once. Artillery comes out as well. Electrovile Blow does good damage into the Tectonic Charge, but the Winds of Crown gonna keep Bundles alive. Uni still dashing around. Bundles will eventually get shut down, but Homeboys, they've done it. They've held the pace.
Again, that is huge coming in from everyone from Homeboys. The traction pulse forces MV to move around and then position themselves in a way that Daniel was able to hit 2 targets, maybe even 3 in that last ult. They're far away. Oh, okay, it's fine.
Splitting up very well right now. MLQT and Izanami literally on the opposite sides of the map. Lord is dropping low. Lord is at 30%. Leone with the conceal! MLQT with a beautiful flicker timing. Daniel goes in, not able to get the stun up. Tectonic Charge comes in. Secures the Lord! And now the backline gonna be able to sustain. Wind of Nature keeps Izanami alive. Daniel will go down, but his job is done. Ruff goes in, finds the arm offender. MLQT! He's face tanking! He's walking forward! He fights kill on Ruff! But MLQT will go down eventually as well. Currently, a very epic trade happening around the 4th pit.
Oh my god, an epic team fight for both teams. Just everybody trying to outplay each other.
The flicker finds Izanami, forces out the Purify. Leone looking for MLQT, gets the kick. But the Wind of Nature comes out, he still kills him anyway. It's a monster kill for Leone, they found him. Tectonic Charge comes in, Leone goes down, but his job is already done. And now Monster Visions are going for the full dive. Uni doing some good poke damage, but he has to back off as well. Amal trying to separate the backline. He's keeping his team alive. I'm offended. Finds Izanami, pops his immortality. Bundle picks him up. Monster Visions are doing it. Reza, he's jumped too deep. Landshaker whizzed completely. He pops his immortality. They need him alive. He's trying to buy as much time as possible with the Winter Crown swap. He's actually somehow alive, but Bundles flickers after him. It's killing spree. Monster Visions are in the base. The crystal is exposed. It's a 4v5 defense. And they have done it. Monster Vicious has broken the day 1 playoff curse. They will eliminate Homeboys and move on to the upper bracket.
Honestly, like MV with the roam gold laner Ruff really making that play, but I think the team was not ready for Leone to be bringing the Cho damage